The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Him maketh I lie down in a green pastures. Him leadeth I beside still water. Them him restoreth I soul. Him leadeth I in the path of righteousness for him name's sake. Yea! Though I rasta go walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I can't fear no evil. For thy rod and thy staff them comforted I and I. Who prepare a table before I in the presence of our enemy. Them who anointed I head with no oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy I go follow I all the days of I Ivan. May I go dwell in the house of the Lord God. Kadama we grumabiate la e exact beer tana istalina bashante shante shante shante shante Kadama we grumabiate la e. This is the Black Pot, aka AKUFO-ADDO, where we speak truth to power. And my name, Black Rasta. Now, in every traditional African home, there is a black pot. And each time this black pot sits on the fire, there is something super sumptuous cooking. Ingredients of so many different types and shapes and sizes and even aromas and flavors. Put aside all their differences and they relocate into the black pot where they are subjected to some good amount of cooking. They produce food. Ironically, they do not even partake in the eating of the food. It's us, the eaters, who do. Yet every time, the ingredients and the black pot will rise to the occasion to produce food that they do not partake in eating. It is us, the eaters, who do. What lesson do we pick from this? It's a lesson of selflessness. It's a lesson of generational thinking. How many of us believe that once we have it all, let's use it all today after all, tomorrow shall take care of itself? How many people are so selfish to even take care of people with our resources, believing that we work so hard to have these resources? Why should any other person be part of it? How many people even believe that every poor person is lazy? My brother, my sister, that is what this show is all about. Patriotism, generational thinking. We keep making children. What plans do we put in place for the children? Do we want our children to be better than us? Or we want our children to inherit the same old nonsense that we're going through? That is what we are talking about. Here we don't do religion, and we don't do politics, we don't do sports. What we do is called patriotism. That is why we are here. Well, my name is Black Rasta, and this is the Black Pot, aka AKUFO-ADDO. And here we speak truth to power. We are live on YouTube, and our YouTube channel is Black Empire Media. Black is spelled B-L-A-K-K, Empire Media. And we are also live on Facebook. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit on the notification button. Of course, the notification button is a bell. And anytime we are on, you'll be notified to watch us. Today we have 5 very important issues we need to look at. But before then, I want to say thank you so much to ISIT. Now, ISIT is I-S-I-T. That is in spirit, in truth. It's the newest social media app everybody's talking about, built by Ghanaian engineers in America. And the good thing about ISIT is that you can go live on ISIT. You can make video and audio calls, including texting or text messaging. Now with ISIT, it is most positive. Now, if your regular social media platform is all negative, nudity, violence, and so on and so forth, please jump ships, feel free, and join us on ISIT. With ISIT, everything is wonderful. Hit on the notification button. Oh my God, have mercy. And what is the notification button here? It is Google Play and App Store. Once you hit on that, bam, you are notified that you are ready to be part of the ISIT family. You download the app from there, and then that's it. You are with us. Oh gosh. Now connect with family and friends and make crystal clear memories. That is what it is all about. Well, my name is Blakk Rasta, and I want to say thank you so much. I appreciate you and I love you. This is the Blakk Pot, aka KUMASİ, where we speak truth to power. Come here. Now, the very first story we are looking at today is rolling on your screens. Watch this. It says Mahama taped to win 2024 elections. Who is Mahama? Former President of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, has been taped by who and for what? What is the reason? It's Fish Solutions. How many of us know Fish Solutions? And of course, the EIU, that's the Economics Intelligence Unit. We will get to find out exactly what these entities are. In the interim, Mahama has been taped to win the next elections of Ghana. Somebody that Ghanaians rejected and kicked him out and went for another man who has finished serving his 2 terms. Why would Ghanaians want to bring him back? We are interested in knowing, and we have the answers from Fish Solutions and EIU. Run the story. Now, this one is coming from My Joy Online. It's one of the most credible sites you can find in Ghana. Mahama likely to win 2024 election. And this is EIU and Fish Solutions predicting. Run the story. It says, 2 UK-based research firms are predicting a win for former President John Mahama in the upcoming 2024 presidential elections. Now, the firms making this projection are the Economist Intelligence Unit, that's EIU, and Fish Solutions. According to EIU, Ghana is likely to experience a transfer of power from the ruling New Patriotic Party to the opposition National Democratic Congress, NDC. This, the EIU says, will be largely given by declining living standards. It will be what? Largely driven by declining living standards. Declining living standards. 2, limited job opportunities. Thirdly, poor public services. Leave it there. Look at the reasons given for the transfer of power from the NPP to the NDC in 2024. Number 1 is what? Declining living standards. It means your living standards are going down. You used to eat 2 balls of kenke and buy them at a certain price. Now with that price, you can't get that. You have to up it by 4 times or 5 times. And even with that, it's not affordable. That is what is called declining living standards. 2, limited job opportunities. They claim they have created so many jobs, yet they are not even able to pinpoint which jobs they have created. Ghanaians are growing in population. Yes, our numbers are increasing, yet the jobs are not available. Unprecedentedly, a lot of Ghanaians have left the shores of Ghana for the white man's country and some other countries in this tenure of the NPP in power. Thirdly, poor public services. What does it mean to say poor public services? When you enter the public space, what are some of the services you get? Anything that is controlled by the public is what is referred to as public service. Are you getting your money's worth from state transport? Are you getting your money's worth from the post office? Your right services from some other such entities? Are you or are you not? How about the police? How about the soldier? Are you getting good services from these people? The public servant. Are you getting anything from the civil servant? Is it positive? Is it declining? Or is it going up? These are the reasons a lot of Ghanaians are going to reject the NPP and go for the NDC, according to EIU. Run the story. Now, Fish Solutions, on the other hand, says the ruling party is unlikely to remain in power, with former President Mahama expected to win the swing regions by nearly 48% as against Vice President Baumoe's 29%. swing regions. When we say swing regions, we are talking about people who have not really made up their minds. This election, they could vote for NDC. Another election, they could also vote for the NPP. Depending on what you can offer them. They are not the strongholds of either parties. It's not Ashanti and it's not Volta. The regions that can decide anyhow. And these are the regions that actually decide elections. The swing regions. In America, we call them the swing states. So these regions are going to be voting for the NDC. And Mahama would be getting about 48%, whilst Vice President Bawumia, as it stands right now, will be getting less than 30%, according to Fish Solutions. And it's very credible. Now, according to BMI, a Fish Solutions company, it is unlikely that the ruling MPP will remain in power after the 2024 election. They source data from Global Info Analytics. Yes, analytics, plus their own data, which put the NDC ahead of the MPP in the Volta OT regions, northern regions, all swing regions, and the Akan regions as well. Hold it there. Wow. Did you hear that? That in the coming elections, the Akan regions, Ashanti region, would also be voting for the NDC. I think we are beginning to see signs. The Ashanti region is rejecting the NPP. When Mahama was in power, he had worked so hard and done so many things for the Ashanti, especially the very wonderful, ubiquitous market by name Kejetia Market. You can't go to Kumasi and not go to Kejetia Market. If you have been to Kumasi, then you must know Kejetia Market. And this is Kejetia. Mahama built this and gave it all its aesthetics. Meanwhile, it's the stronghold of the NPP. And this time around, they are rejecting the NPP. And we saw this when in the primaries of the NPP, Kennedy Ejapon went there and he spoke against Mahama. The rebuttal was huge. We all heard him when he said that if they make a mistake and vote for Bawumia, the elections will be an all-northern affair. And the market women said, no, no, no, no, no, no. We don't want to hear this. Are Northerners not human beings? I am really, really, really, really, really, really excited to hear from Kumasi some of these utterances. I grew up in Kumasi. I went to school in Kumasi. And there's a lot of tribalism in the area. Now things are changing. I remember those days when people from the Volta and the North came to Kumasi and those areas. They were teased with very, very, very ethnically charged invectives. But today, I am glad that we all are growing as Ghanaians and getting to know that we need to put aside all these tribal and ethnic differences and see each other more as Ghanaians and then as human beings. So this is what they are saying. Is that the end of the story? This is what they are saying. Now when it comes to the economy, the report projects the cedi will regain some of its lost value on debt restructuring deal and end 2024 below 12 cedis to the dollar. That is what is being predicted. Run it. So EIU states that about 9 African countries will be going to the polls in 2024, where incumbent regimes are expected to prevail in most of the elections. But there is a heightened risk of reduced parliamentary majorities. 9 other African countries are going for the elections. And the incumbents, those in power, would gain grounds and go over. But in Ghana, the incumbent is going to lose. According to this. Now, according to the EIU report, Ghana is likely to experience a transfer of power from the ruling MPP to the NDC in 2024. This, they say, is largely driven by declining living standards, limited job opportunities, and poor public services. The IEU report also predicted that inflation in most African countries would ease in 2024, but double-digit inflation will continue to afflict some major economies, including the Democratic Republic of Congo, Ethiopia, Ghana, Nigeria, and Sudan. Why? So we need to look at all these things and find a way of dealing with this. That's it. So Mahama has been tipped to win. Are you ready for Mahama? Are you not ready for him? Has he changed? Is he still the same Mahama? What is he going to do different? These are the questions we should be asking. Do we trust Mahama to be able to salvage us from the jaws of this dirty tiger in power? These arrogant people in power. At least in the tenure of office of Mahama, we didn't see journalists like me attacked. In the tenure of office of Mahama, we didn't see journalists manhandled and woman-handled by security personnel. In the government of Nana Akufo-ADDO, at least if nobody was even attacked, albeit so many people were, somebody came trying to take my life and he had to be gunned down. Do we all remember that? I think Ghanaians are truly fed up with the NPP. A lot are also fed up with the NDC. People are looking for a third force. But all the predictions say the third force is not ready yet. It's still between the NPP and the NDC. And it is clear that the NDC is coming back with Mahama. Are you ready for the return of Mahama? What do you expect Mahama to do in his return? Is Nana Addo believing in this? We will find out later. If Nana Addo believes whether Mahama has changed or not in the interim. This is the Blakk Pot, aka KUMASİ, where we speak truth to power. Come here! Dash it and give me the next story. Watch me. Hey! He says what? He says, LANTEY frustrated. Oh my God. How many of us know LANTEY? Do you know LANTEY? This is LANTEY Van Der Poel. This was the man who had a very, very, very cheap, what is the word? Campaign. A boost to his MPship in the last elections by Nana Akufo-ADDO. Nana Akufo-ADDO went to his area, Ododo, and was going to introduce the NPP candidates for the area, who was also called LANTEY something. And because this was the most popular LANTEY, he raised his candidate's hand and mentioned this man's name instead. LANTEY Van Der Poel. Oh, man, can you cry? It became a very, very, very, very, very much circulated news item. What we call viral news item. I know LANTEY Van Der Poel personally. He's a very good man. Very good man. I don't believe in politicians, but I love this man so much. I met this man twice all my life, 2 times. And none of them even lasted for more than 5 minutes. First, he was in the office of the president, John Evans Atta Mills. I said what? I can't remember. It was in the days of John Evans Atta Mills. Find a photo of me and Barack Obama. Watch me. I was invited to come over and meet with Barack Obama at a dinner, presidential dinner. And this was in 2009. I had made a song in 2007, which went viral. And my name was all over the place. To God be the glory. When I got to the castle, the seat of government, there were some people who didn't want me to go in because I was critical of politicians and all that. And I still am. When LANTEY Van Der Poel saw me, in fact, he was one of those pushing for me to meet with Barack Obama. In fact, it was like, whatever be the case, I would have to meet Barack Obama. Barack was yet to arrive. I had already arrived and the gates had been closed. And it was like some spirit was moving this man. He showed me where I should sit and told me, when the man is entering, he will come from this direction. So you'll be one of the first people that he would see. So there was a cameraman. Mr. Ando, wherever you are, big up yourself. I told him, listen, the way the people are stopping me from meeting with Barack Obama, just watch me. The moment you see him coming in, just take a photo of me sitting with him coming from the back. At least we will put out that to show people that we were at the gathering. Because Ghanaians, a lot of Ghanaians did not even want me to meet with the man. They think Blakk Rasta talk too much. He talks too much, right? This is the photo that came out of it. Another man who helped so much is the man on my right, Babo of blessed memory, Bafo. He passed on a couple of years ago. In fact, it was Lantey who initially pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed until I met with Barack Obama. Then his work was done. The second time I met him was in the ministry, I think Ministry of Trade. I had done some concerts and I was supposed to get my pay. I was asked to come there and sign some papers. When I went, I met him right at the gate. And he received me so well and asked me what I was there for. I said, I had done a concert and they had asked me to come and sign. He moved me in and showed me where I should go, and I signed the papers. And then I went into his office with him. He shook hands with me and he told me, you are doing a good job. We are watching you. Lantey. He never gave me money, 1 penny, 1 cedi, but what he gave me was bigger than money. People like that, I have so much respect for them, especially when they have a heart that beats for the nation. Lantey. I am sad that he's going to pull out of this MPship. But let's find out, why is Lantey saying that he's frustrated? Come here! Hey! I am frustrated. Lantey's reason for bowing out of parliament. Run the story. My God. Ododo member of parliament, Edwin Lantey has cited frustration as the primary reason for his decision to bow out of the House. In an interview with City FM on Thursday, November 16, the former youth and sports minister expressed his discontent with the lack of protection for MPs by political parties, exposing them to various pressures that impede their progress. My God, I love that. This is militancy. MPs are not protected. There's so much pressure. People are knocking on their doors every now and then. They want them to share their meager 15,000 salary or less with almost everybody in the community. And it's so frustrating. Lantey lamented that this frustration is a common experience for many MPs across party lines, leading to a concerning attrition rate in the House. He emphasized that the high turnover prevents MPs from gaining the necessary experience to effectively contribute to the work of Parliament. Reflecting on respected colleagues like Dr. Osei Sibe and the late Dr. Akoto Osei, he highlighted the importance of time spent on research and the ability to ask pertinent questions. I am leaving Parliament because I am frustrated. The political parties do not protect the people they have in Parliament. So you are subjected to so much pressure that after a time, you lose interest because you don't get the sort of environment to be able to harmonize the talents and competence you have. Oh my God. The attrition rate in Parliament is too high. And as such, people do not get the sort of experience they require to advance the work of Parliament. One of the gentlemen I admire so much since I entered that house in 2013 was Dr. Osei Sibe. When I look at the work he does and how he comes out to analyze documents, I can see someone who spent time researching to be able to ask the necessary questions. The late Dr. Osei Akoto was another when it came to drafting bills. Furthermore, LANTEY praised the success of Speaker Blakk, attributing it to his extensive parliamentary experience. Wow. He noted that Blak's speakership exhibits qualities superior to those of speakers without prior parliamentary involvement. In essence, Van der Poel underscored the need for a supportive environment that enables MPs to utilize their talents and the competencies for the benefits of the parliament. I'm sad that he's going, but it's always good to leave when the applause is the loudest. I am going to miss him, honestly. In parliament, I didn't see too much of him, but there are some people who don't show their face so much like that, but behind the scenes, they do so much. And I want to believe that LANTEY is one of those. For me personally, I had no prior meeting with him before I went to meet Obama. And he took it upon himself to make sure that I did have that meeting done. After that, the other thing that I mentioned to you that he did was enough for me. In Ghana, when you are an MP, people come to you. Your constituents come to you when they are wedding, you must attend. When there are funerals, you must be there. If you are not there, they call you arrogant. Some of them want you to organize communal labors. And when you do organize, they expect you to give them money to be able to go and eat. If you don't, nobody comes out and they call you names. Some of them, even when they are getting married, they expect you to pay their dowry. There are some people who require their MPs to even change their rooms, bulbs, and bed sheets. There are some constituents, when their beds get broken, they go to their MPs and tell them that, yes, our bed is broken and we need you to come and fix it. There are some constituents, my brother, my sister, who expect their MPs to pay their children's school fees. We need to educate the people. In America, it doesn't happen. Now, just before I came into the studio, I was reminiscing and also meditating. If an average American all of a sudden comes in contact with the American president, what is he or she going to tell the president? Most of the time he's going to say, oh, you're doing a good job, and we, the people of America, are happy for you, and America is very, very thankful of your works. Thank you so much, and God bless you. In God we trust. That's what the average American will tell the American president when he or she chances on him. How about the average Ghanaian? When you chance upon the president of Ghana, I am so sick, I haven't eaten. My children haven't eaten. Look, even in front of my house, there's a gutter there. Nobody cleans that gutter. And mosquitoes are biting all of us and getting us sick. It's all about their stomach. No common sense. Because of that, politicians become demigods in the eyes of these beggars. From a young age, I was taught by my father that these politicians, you are employing them. From when you start paying tax, all these guys are your employees. Why do you go to your employees and make them feel like demigods by begging them? In America, they have that in their civics. In our country, no. Every politician is a thief and has so much money. And for that matter, we must always go to them to get part of the loot. There must be a paradigm shift in thinking. My brother, the rhetoric must change. How do you do it when in school you are not even teaching civics? That is why you will never see me go to a politician and say, yo, I need you to help me do this, unless it is my right to get that. That is why when I meet them, none of them, they will tell me that, yo, I need you to help me do this, unless it is my right to get that. That is why when I meet them, none of them, they will tell me that, yo, I need you to help me do this, unless it is my right to get that. That is why when I meet them, none of them, they will tell me that, yo, I need you to help me do this, unless it is my right to get that. That is why when I meet them, is ever able to say, and he came to me and I did this favor for him. No, sir, I don't need those favors. Even if I need, I don't need. That way, when you are speaking, you speak from the stomach of a hungry man, and it carries more weight than you running around and begging all these guys for money. That's what LANTEY is talking about. Why should you have employees, and every time you come to work, you go to them and you are asking them for money? It means that you are not a serious employer. It means that you have sold out your birthright without really understanding what it is. We have to change our minds. Today, hey, do you know how many Ghanaians are praying that they meet with the president? And the reason they are praying to meet the president is to beg the president for food. They are hungry. When the American or British is praying to meet the prime minister or the president, they are praying so they can have a photo with him. And someday they will say that this great president of our nation, I had the opportunity to meet him and I took a photograph. To the average Ghanaian, wallahi, go into Nima. Now, as we stand, or Ashaiman, let Nanado go there. That's if they don't even boo him off. Let a great president, not Nanado, push Nanado out. Let Nkrumah return to life and go to Nima and stand there and say, well, I either give you 100 Ghana cedis or you come and take a photograph with me. It means if you are taking a photo with me, you won't get the 100. But if you don't take the photo with me, come and take the 100 cedis. 99.99999% of all Nima people will reject the photograph and take the 100 cedis to go and eat kenke. True? True. 100 cedis. Go to Ashaiman, is the same thing. Go to Tamale, the same thing. Go to the Volta region, hey, to see 100 cedis and say, I won't take the 100 cedis, I'm going to stand. As low as 100 cedis is, a lot of people will prefer that they would rather take the 100 cedis and do away with the photo opportunity. We are not respecters of history and documentation. We are respecters of our stomach. We read the Bible, yet we don't understand it. Remember the story of the Bible that had two brothers, Isaac and Esau. What did they do to each other? Am I right? What did they do? One stole the birthright of the other. How did he do it? Was it by force? No, food. He came home very hungry. He wanted food. Giddy, giddy, giddy, giddy, giddy, giddy. Pam, pam, pam, pam, pam. Okay, well, I got food. But if you want to eat this food, then you have to give me your birthright. And he said, yeah, I'm hungry. What is birthright? I want to eat my stomach. You are telling me birthright. Give me food. He ate the food. Before he realized his birthright was gone. If you don't learn how to tame your stomach, if you don't learn how to fast, you will sell your birthright, just like it happened in the Bible. And this is what is happening in Ghana right now. We are ready to take it and eat it right now and forget to document and also connect with history. They will tell you, does history put food on my table? Taking a picture with the president, does he give me food? Say cheap thoughts. Cheap thoughts. I mean, quatra picture. Na picture na bema miskana. Picture na bema medianiana. I come di me house picture. Media ma miskana ko todok me bi na me share me how far. Cheap thinking. These are people who are not ready to invest. Because ye juma bi anya ska wo se me nko school. Me nko school ko e de en. Yes cantina omuko school no. Na me ko peska say no, cheap thinking. The level of thinking is so low. Very low. Who will teach them in a nation that does not teach civics? Anyway, LANTEY van der Poel. I wish you a great journey out of the parliament. And I hope that I'll get to meet you again. This time round, I'll make sure I take a photograph with you so that I can keep it and tell my children and children's children someday that you were one of the people who played a very positive role in my life. When you came and you were insisting that I should see Obama, I was wondering what angel was this doing this? Because me and you never really ever had any kind of personal relationship. Yet you came. Professor Mills was sitting down. You were supposed to be his aide or something like that. But you were constantly with me, asking the security personnel to make way for me to meet with Barack Obama. For me, it was the hand of God. If I don't salute you today, who else should I salute? Who? Kaya Mutum. I pray that this frustration is pushed aside, but you will continue to do more work for the people. He's one of the ministers with no controversy. He does the work and doesn't show his face. To God be the glory. We will speak again. Sadly, I don't even have his phone number. Can you believe this? This is a man who supports you and doesn't expect to have anything back. When it comes to elections, he doesn't even campaign much. Look how Nana AKUFO-ADDO went and campaigned for him by the hand of God, by force. I salute you any which way. This is the Blakk Pot, a.k.a. KUMASİ, where we speak truth to power. And we return. We will be reading your messages. We would also have more for you. In the interim, I have a quote about frustration. Maybe LANTEY should have a look at that. It's very important. Hey! Wayo!
Blakk Pot, KUMASİ.
This is the Blakk Pot, a.k.a. KUMASİ, and here we speak truth to power. Come here. Our numbers are rolling on the screen. If you need to contact us, here we are. And of course, you can also do business with us. We can advertise your product and it can get to all the four corners of the earth. This is the voice of the people. Next story. Okay? Watch this. And it says, government not showing seriousness in NAM1 case. Who is NAM1? That's NAM1. He came in with a business. What was his business? He had these gold coins that he was selling to people. And when you bought the gold coin, he would also propose to you, if you give me back this gold coin, I will be able to market it for you and put value on it. Every month, come and take this value added. And when you are ready to take your principal, the money that you use to buy this gold coin, we will give it to you. The business flourished. We had never seen anything like that here. Those who bought the gold coins and did not want to give that back to him to market, still have those with them. Some people say it was fake gold, whatever it was, but it was a gold coin, certainly not 100% gold, but it had a certain value. Shiny and nice. Well, the authorities came down on him and said his business was not regularized by law. And for that matter, they said again that apart from the fact that it was not a regularized business, it was also unregulated, unregularized, and unregulated too. Therefore, they decided that he should stop the business. Already there were so many people. 160,000 people were told or more. And one day you just come to me and say, close your business. There was no exit for him. I've taken people's money. All of a sudden you come to me and say, hey, I've taken the gold pieces from them. I've also tried to send them out for marketing. Authorities said they would not hear. They had ulterior motives. Before NAM1 realized, he himself was not able to handle the issue too well. Sometimes he called their bluff. And the authorities got angrier. But the first authorities that came to meet him came from the NDC, Mahama's NDC. And they told him that his business had a problem. And they required that they would sit together and solve it. As they were solving the issues in meetings, they were voted out of power. And the NPP came into power. They never gave him an opportunity to sit with him and try to regularize and regulate the business. Even though NAM1 wrote to them and told them that, well, this is what I am told. Can you help me regulate this business? No. They rather made an announcement that everybody should go and take their money from NAM1. So there was panic withdrawal. NAM1 couldn't cope with that. In fact, by the morning of about 7 a.m., NAM1 was one of the richest young men in Ghana. By 12 midday, his empire had crashed to the ground. One of the fastest crashes to any empire in this life. NAM1 moved from a super rich guy to a super broke guy. He couldn't pay. People started demonstrating for him to return. The demonstrations didn't work. They now went into his offices looting and stealing because the authorities had turned the people against him. He was arrested in Dubai, where he had gone to pick up money close to 60 million American dollars. At the time, he owed only about 42 million American dollars. So he could have used the money to pay and still kept some change. But again, the authorities refused to follow up on the issue and try to facilitate the bulk money that this guy got from the sales of his gold. Can you believe that somebody was called a scammer and a Ponziist, and he had this amount of money in Dubai from gold sales? Is that how a Ponzi scheme operates? He told you point blank, I'm going to take your gold pieces. I will market them and come for value added. And it always happened. He never defaulted till the urchins came and crumpled him. Even when they said he was a Ponzi, he had close to 60 million American dollars in Dubai in gold sales. And somebody was trying to rob him. He had to go there and try to get his money. And it came out clean that yes, he had that money. His accounts were frozen. A lot of his property also frozen. At the end of the day, this is what is happening to the issue. Many people have died out of shock that they lost their money. Because this guy, NAM1, had so many people doing business with him. The banks in Ghana were collapsing one after the other. And this government found a way of collapsing NAM1 in order to make the banks stand. And the banks did not even stand. The so-called consolidated banks. The rest of them were cut off. Come here. Today we are hearing something which is breaking my heart. Run the story. Old case against NAM1 withdrawn. State slaps him with fresh charges. How long would we have to go through this? Run the story. Watch it. The state attorney has withdrawn all previous charges, all, opting to file new charges with amended figures against Nana Appiah Mensah, NAM1, the CEO of the now defunct Men's Gold, City Newsroom has said. The Director of Prosecution, Yvonne Atakra, clarified that the adjustments were made to some of the amounts involved in the case, emphasizing that the decision was driven by the pursuit of justice. That's it. Recently, NAM1 said he had gone to give some 5 million Ghana to a police station to be given out to some of the people that he owed. Now, when you read the story further, it says that the Attorney General said they only had half of the amount, 2.5 million Ghana cedis. What happened to the other half? Was NAM1 lying? Or did the police lie? Or did somebody steal part of the money? Why are you hiding information from us? Let's get to know the fullness of the whole thing. I am not happy that this case is dragging. Some of our colleagues died from shock when this company collapsed. At the time that Men's Gold collapsed, I was working. I was an employee of NAM1, not with Men's Gold, but with Xylophone FM. I would be a pretender if I said that NAM1 never contributed anything positive in my life, even though I worked for whatever was given to me. At the end of the day, for 17 months, there was no salary because the company collapsed. The main cow, whose milk we're all drinking, had been killed. And therefore, we all went without milk for 17 months. But we still worked. Can you believe that? You work for 17 months, no salary. I'm not saying this to disgrace NAM1, but I'm saying it to the glory of the Most High, that he gave us the impetus, the power, the energy, with somebody like Sammy Flex, to continue working without salary. 17 months. When NAM1 came, after some time, he managed to give all of us 2 months' salaries each. So now it's left with 15 months of salary. But I don't think anybody's even interested in taking the money or pushing to take the money. If some windfall happens and NAM1 wants to give to all of us, why not? I'm sure that we'll take. But if it doesn't come, we do understand, and it's okay. My problem is, why is this case dragging? Why? Every day, adjournment. Every day, adjournment. If this was somebody who had gone to smoke weed in a corner, I'm sure that by now he would have been in jail. Please, expedite action speedily so that many more people will not die without getting their money. To God be the glory. When we return, we'll be reading your messages. Keep your messages coming in. And Ghana is playing Madagascar as we talk right now. I think the game is almost ended. And we'll bring you the results shortly. Hey! Wayo!
Blakk, KUMASİ.
This is the Blakk Pot, a.k.a. KUMASİ, and here we speak truth to power. Let your messages come in. All right, so these are messages you've sent via YouTube, and we are happy to have you. Wanini Boy, who is a constant member of this platform, says, Wani says, come here! The live show is on. Share the broadcast. Asima Banda says, greetings to the wisdom legend, Blakk Rasta. Thank God today is Friday. Bless love. Gliz GH Rap says, we are live. I salute you, legend Blakk. Rap Tender says, thank Allah it's Friday. Welcome, Blakk Rasta. Respect. Rap Thunder says, please watch, like, comment, and share the broadcast. He says like, watch, like, comment, and share. 4. Together we can make it, inshallah. Petrina O2 says, good evening, Blakk Rasta. Wayo. Jude Asigri says, good evening, senior man. Blakk, keep the fire. And Oscar Pendragon says, Blakk, it's been a while. We are doing hours. That's why I can't watch live now. But I listen to the episode every day. Preach to us, prophet. Come here. Thanks so much, Oscar Pendragon. We haven't seen you for some time now. I do understand you are doing the hours. Make the money. I believe that one of these days when you make enough, you might even support the cause of Africa with that. Wanini Boy says, Blakk, MPP government paid 113 million for national cathedral design, but closed Kolebu renal unit over 4 million Ghana cedi debt, and kidney patients died. Cathedral, the design, 113 million Ghana cedis. For 4 million, they closed down the renal units, and people started dying, kidney patients. Wanini Boy says, share the broadcast. One love. Nabong Pyramid says, good evening, Blakk Rasta. Your influence is unmatched. Your ancestral connection is within you. Keep the fire burning. Big brother. Blessed love. Philip Ousu says, watching you live from New York. Okay. New York City. Wayo. Speaking truth to power. Love and respect, Philip. Olivius Nwenze says, I admire you from day one. I like your charisma. These are the words of my lecturer. Blakk Rasta, thank you for making me who I am. I would like to meet you one day. Blessed love, Olivius Nwenze. Blessed love, I take that as a compliment. Duabelian Zorbil says, roll it up, my lion king. Hassan Gagintagen says, Blakk Rasta fire. Asma Banda says, ha ha ha ha ha ha ha. What an analog government power. Straight Talk says, nice picture. Watching you, New York. Abdurrahman Wakilu says, good evening, brother. Tom Poe says, welcome, Blakk. Asma Banda says, more fire. Legendary Blakk Rasta. And the interesting thing is that some of these people watch it on YouTube, and the same people jump back to Facebook and they make comments on both sides. If this is not love, what is it? And they also broadcast or share the broadcast. Nana Asari Echampon says, Dr. Asibe, very solid man. Marcos Ekwamwa says, good evening, Blakk Rasta and the family. Watching you live from Amsterdam. Our environment is being destroyed through Galamsey madness. That's true. Tom Poole says, when you get a gift from a politician, before you vote him to power, you will beg him before he does your rightful thing to you. Yes, when he comes into power. Oh God, how can we change this mindset? Tina Ray says, good evening, Blakk Rasta. Good evening, Tina Ray. How are you doing? That's what it is. Keep more messages coming in. We will read them in the second batch. In the interim, next story. All right? So the next story says, Kumasi market contractor abandons work, frustrated. Another frustration. Kumasi market. Which of the markets? Run it. The contractor is gone. This is the Kumasi Central Market. Kayetia. That's what it is. There's supposed to be some redevelopment work according to them phase 2. The contractor went in there. They're trying to win political votes, maybe. Because that's their stronghold. Now the contractor has run away in the middle of the work, like a toad in the afternoon, chased by a dirty snake. Run the story. Ashanti region, contractor abandons Kumasi Airport. Central market projects over unpaid debt. Is it the same contractor? Market and airport. We will find out. Run the story. Watch. Contractor responsible for the Kumasi Airport expansion. 1. 2. Kumasi Central Market Redevelopment Project. Thirdly, and the Komfo-Anokye Maternity Block in the Ashanti region has abandoned the project sites, citing unpaid debts from the government. First and foremost, may I ask why these wonderful projects, one of the biggest you can find in the nation, should go to one contractor? Hey! Expansion of the Kumasi Airport, followed by the expansion of the Kumasi Central Market, the redevelopment, and then Komfo-Anokye Maternity, one contractor. Now he has abandoned everything. Is it job for the boys? NAPCO workers, 9 months, they have not been paid, only in Ghana. And you want us to vote you back in? Are we crazy? You came and said that you were giving people jobs. You made them work like donkeys. For 9 months, they have not been paid. They are there. Physically challenged people, you brought a good idea that they should be at the toll booths selling tickets, or better still, checking. They did it one day without warning. You sacked all of them and destroyed all the toll booths in Ghana, saying that you wanted something else called e-levy. The e-levy that has never helped this nation. Is this a government that has common sense? Knee-jerk reactions every now and then. The revelation was made by the Ashanti Regional Minister Simon Osei-Mensah during his appearance before the Ashanti Regional House of Chiefs on Wednesday, 15 November 2023. Hey. The meeting, chaired by Asante Hini Otumfuo Osei Tutu II, delved into challenges facing various development projects in the region. That's it. So you see, had it not been Otumfuo, we would never have even come to know that this was what happened. You remember recently, Otumfuo started asking households. This is the airport. Expansion of this airport. I've been there twice. Small airport. In fact, it's not even an airport, it's an airstrip. As it stands right now. Otumfuo had to ask households to pay 200 Ghana cedis each to be able to deal with Kolebu teaching. I beg your pardon, Komfo-Anokye Teaching Hospital. But as it stands right now, Kojo talk. I've contacted the Asantini. I want to know how I can donate. They said, oh, because I want to donate to him directly. He said, they will get back to me. I said, yo. On behalf of my household, I want to donate for the rebuilding of the Komfo-Anokye Teaching Hospital. Look at what is happening. Major projects have stalled in the Nana Akufo-ADDO government. Why would Ashantis vote for you again? Why should they? For lack of money. Asante Hini now has to be a beggar. For a government that has no common sense, Asante Hini is now a beggar. What a shame. Well, one contractor, major projects. How many major projects? 3. That's it. Next story. This is the last story. I will be done. Here is still 0-0 between Madagascar and Ghana. And it's ended. The game is over. And it's 0-0. What is the fate of the coach? Or is it the players? Is it 1-0? Okay, Ghana's won by 1-0. Okay. So they managed to score. We are happy. Hey, Black Stars. Whether Black Stars score or not, we are still supporting Black Stars. Me, I love Black Stars. So if I hear Black Stars scored, yeah. Mahama is a liar. Or in truthful, according to Nana Akufo-ADDO. Mahama says, please vote me back. Come here. Mahama says, vote me back. Please, I'm a changed person. I beg you, vote me again. I am a changed man. Nana AKUFO-ADDO said, wait. He's a liar. True false, I know. Well, yeah, no. Run the story. That's it. I didn't say that. It's a lie. Don't allow him. AKUFO-ADDO towns changed Mahama and changed his in codes. Run the story. Come here. President Nana Addo Dankwa AKUFO-ADDO has called on voters to remain alert to the deceptive posture of former President John Dramani Mahama in his re-election bid, claiming he is a changed person. According to the president, the National Democratic Congress flag bearer for the 2024 polls woefully failed during his time as president and has no evidence to prove that he is a renewed person. So you see, Nana AKUFO-ADDO is a shameless president. Bring his photo there. Very shameless president. You are a shameless man, you this man. You are saying that Mahama has failed. If you had succeeded, you wouldn't need to be making these utterances that don't vote for Mahama. All the research groups, FISH, EIU, and the rest are saying that Mahama is going to win because of your abysmal performance. If the NPP had done so well, do you think it would be in your place to still go around and be begging people to vote for you to stay in power? Would Mahama even... That is why I love Azuma Nelson. He said, I'll follow him to his backyard and beat him there. After I beat him, I will show him his mistakes. It's like father and son. Baby, I'm bad, baby. I'm bad, baby. When he and Jeff Fenech fought the first time, like you and Mahama fought the first time, Azuma Nelson and Fenech, one was wicked. They said it was a draw. Immediately, Fenech got angry. Hey, they have to fight again. Blah, blah, blah. They are cheating me. And then the second bout was going to happen. They asked Azuma Nelson where he would like to have it because he was the champion. He said, ask Fenech. And Fenech said, I want to have it in my country, Australia, for the first time. Azuma Nelson said, I'll follow him to his backyard. I beat him. After I beat him, I'll show him his mistakes like father and son. If the son misbehaves, the father will check him. You know Azuma Nelson and his English. Ghanaian said, don't go there, they will cheat you. I said, I will not leave the decision in the hands of the referee. Neither would I leave it in the hands of the judges. Nana Addo should have done that. You don't have to leave the decision in the hands of Ghanaians. Leave the decision in your own hands. How do you do it? Perform superfluously. And everybody would be like, Kai, MPP, DM. But no, you failed. You are a failure. You failed the nation. You failed your party. You have destroyed your party. I don't know when you guys are going to come into power again. If I were Baumia, I would step down immediately. At least you people are planning to steal the elections, as we say in Ghana. Nana Addo says somebody is not a changed person, is a liar. We should be careful not to bring him back. How about you? At the point you were called King Promised. All the promises never happened. Lies in Kwan. Today, even your stronghold in Ashanti, you have lost it. Otunfo has become a beggar because of you. Look who is talking. Dash. I don't like this pretense. Anyway, time now to pack up and go. Let's see your last comments. And we are done for the day. Congratulations to the Black Stars of Ghana. We love you. We know that you could have scored about 10 goals. You played well. I watched the first half, and I saw you guys playing well. Joseph Kwesi Aziz says, greetings, Black Rasta, more fire. Gosway Jata says, Black, come here. Wayo. And who is this? Men's. Kwabena Boateng says, fire, Rasta. This is now Facebook. Amar Abdul Rahman says, more fire. Kweku and Bill is all the way from Chicago. Oh my God. He says, Brother Kweku is watching. Respect. It's a shame what is happening to Dr. Indom and NAM1. Yes, it's a big shame. They've collapsed their businesses and they're not even ashamed of that. Abdul Aziz Rahim Ukpejo says, watching you from Saudi Arabia. Good work. Blessed love me, brother. Mauli M. Amaglo says, Blakk, words of wisdom, more fire. Awal Nur says, good. Blakk Rasta, watching you from Italy. More fire. Respect Awal. Blessed love. And this is where we draw down the curtains on this evening show. We love you. We'll catch you again after the weekend on Monday. Until then, keep loving us. Come here. We love you. We appreciate you. And we love you on behalf of the team here for the week. We say have a restful week. God bless you. Hey! Wayo!